Hi guys, just wanted to do a quick video about ping or lag or latency because they're all kind of the same thing on your console. Say either your PlayStation 4 or your Xbox One S or even your Xbox 360 or your PS3 or even your computer at home. So, what is ping, what is lag and what is latency? Well, commonly your internet connection when you are playing multiplayer games, to get a good experience where you get good hit registration, where your bullets seem to be hitting the enemies before they hit you and things to be accurate, you want a low ping. And the ping is the time it takes for the data to leave your console, go to your router, go off into the internet, go to the server where the game is being hosted, or the other console or computer the game has been hosted, and then that's the speed. So the further you are from that particular server, the longer the ping will be. That's the first basic thing. But also you can alter and improve your ping by doing certain things, by having a better internet connection. So first things first, how do you test your ping on something like your Xbox, your PlayStation 4, your Xbox 360 maybe, or even your laptop? Well, the easiest way is just to go to, I don't know whether you can read this or not, but go to speedtest.net. So on your Xbox One, all you do is you just go to your apps, go to the Edge internet browser, type in speedtest.net, take it there. On the PlayStation 4, you do it slightly differently. And you go to the apps and you just look for internet and search for speedtest.net. Now what you need to do is make sure that all of the devices, you've changed the server so it's to the same server. So we've got O2 UK here, we've got O2 UK here, and then if I change the HDMI input on my telly, so it's my PlayStation, you should hopefully see, and it pops up, hello, that we've got O2 Slough there. And then you just hit go, and then you'll get a result. So on my PlayStation, I get a ping of 11 milliseconds, download 21, upload 7.56. Don't worry about that too much. Multiplayer games don't use that much bandwidth, but a low ping is important. So anything below 30 is good, anything over 100 is a bit dodgy, but ping, that's pretty good on the PlayStation, 11 milliseconds. On my laptop, I get 10 milliseconds, which is pretty good because it's a wireless connection, but more about that in a second. Let me change this back to the Xbox, and what I'll do is I'll run a test while I'll run a live test so you can kind of see what it does. So if we go, if I remember how to do this, click on there and click go. Right, now, it's very important that when you're running this test, you don't have other computers doing lots of other things. You know, you don't want to be downloading files on your PC or running a game on something else, because all of that will affect the download, the upload speed, and the ping. So it's connecting to the servers now, and we've got a ping of 31, so it's a little bit higher. And then the download is probably going to be 20, almost 30. Something like that. I mean, it's during the day in the UK here, so lots of people will be using the internet at work. I only have a 50 megabits per second download, a maximum anyway. So, so there we go. So the ping on the Xbox is 31 milliseconds. Now remember, that's just to that particular server in Slough. It's all relative. If you're testing something on a different server, then if it's a closer server with a better connection, it could be faster. If it's further out, it will be slower. That's why if you play, for example, PUBG on the North American servers or anything else apart from Europe, if you're in Europe, you have longer pings, so you have worse hit registration. Now we know what it is, how could we make it better? Well, the first and most important thing to do with your consoles and your laptops on your PC is, if you can, never ever ever use a wireless connection. Okay, because that will introduce lag. Because you can imagine, if you're using wireless, your Xbox has to transfer the information it wants to send into a wireless signal. It goes over the wireless to your router and then to the internet, and then it comes back again. So if you can, avoid that. Now, it could be that in your particular house you can't have a wired connection all the way from your Xbox or your PlayStation 4 all the way to your router. So the next thing to try is a power line connector. So if we come down here, there's my small collection of games. Come over to here. You can see this baby here. Now this is a power line connector, and what it does is there's a LAN cable that is plugged, funnily enough, in this case into a router which I'm using as a switch, but kind of ignore that. Imagine that's plugged directly into my PlayStation 4 or my Xbox One, and then that power line adapter talks to another power line adapter which is plugged in all the way down by my internet router, down by where the phone line comes in, and they transfer the internet over the power lines through the house, not wirelessly, and this can give me a pretty good connection. So that's kind of the medium ground. Now, depending on where your router is, your wireless router is compared to your consoles or your laptops or your PC, you may well find that a power line adapter doesn't give you that much of a benefit. But I found it definitely has with mine. And then the best way to do it, obviously, is just to take a LAN cable. You can see a LAN cable at the back of there, and plug it straight into your router, which would go straight into the wall, you know, straight into where your internet connection comes in, your broadband cable or your phone cable, and do it like that. So, kind of going back to what we were talking about here, if you want to improve your ping, the first thing to do is find out what it is, because it might be pretty good anyway. You know, so go to the internet browser on your Xbox or your PlayStation or your laptop or your computer. Then the best way is to use a LAN straight to your router. The second best way is to use a power line adapter, and then the third best way is to use wireless. So there we go. So that's how you find your ping and your latency or your lag on your Xbox One or your PlayStation 4, and that's how maybe you could reduce it as well. Anyway, that's enough from me. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you want to see more of the same, press subscribe. Put your questions and comments down below, and I will see you again soon.